Today's gonna be a fun day, and that's because I'm getting back in the seat for grip, for time attack. It's finally happening. I'm finally getting into more motorsports than drifting. And of course, we're back at Scuba Circuit. The first time I ever got into grip and time attack was when the Yaris went flying through the air. Oh my God!
Oh my God! Oh my God!
The original bouncing car meme, as they would say. But we're driving something a little different today. We're gonna be driving in Okachan's GT86, and this car is actually really, really cool. It's got a full bolt-on HKS turbo kit, but the main purpose for today, by the way, it makes about 280 horsepower, so it should be pretty good. But the main purpose of today is we wanna do a back-to-back test of the AD09 versus the 0502, the A052 tire from Yokohama Advan. So I'm really, really excited because these are the tires that we use on my drift car, my pro car, and comparing these to these is gonna be a lot of fun. Also, we get to do some base times in a very, relatively low power car at Scuba 1000. It's a perfect balance, I feel. But first of all, let's go over and say hello to the man himself, today's grip teacher. Okumura-san, ohayou gozaimasu.
Good morning.
今日教えてください。タイムアタックとか。やだ? He wants money. Money? いくらですか?
10万円。
10万円? 100,000 Japanese yen. It's like 800 USD for training.
ワールドタイムアタックドライバーだぞ。
He said he's a world time attack driver. でもまだちゃんとIt's okay. We're just joking. We're just playing with each other. But yeah.
スキュバサーキット54秒ドライバー。
Yeah, he got 54 at Scuba, which is fast. And if he got another 2 seconds lower, he would break the record.
スキュバサーキットを走って、18歳からだから。
He first started driving.
50年。
Yeah, so he's been driving here at Scuba Circuit for 50 years.
50年走ってるスキュバ。
When he was 18 years old, he was driving here. この時間の18歳は何車使ってる?
Sunny.
A Sunny. A Datsun Sunny. Jeez. 今何歳?
68歳。
He's 68 years old. Still racing. Still teaching. Still competing. Oh yeah, look at these muscles. So the time that we want to beat today, now Scuba 1000 is obviously a lot smaller than 2000, but we want to make sure that we beat the 46-second mark, which I think is going to be doable at this track. And I've done a little bit of practice in the sim on some grip stuff, so maybe we'll be okay, but that's my goal today. If we can beat 46, we should be good. Okachan says that like someone who's really experienced here should be in the 40s, but we'll see. It's time for Okachan to jump into the driver's seat, and let's see what the base time is that he's going to set down. Now don't forget, he's been driving for 50 plus years at Scuba Circuit, so I'm definitely expecting it to be quite good. Okachan, he just set a 40.62. Seems like everyone's getting 40s today. So I guess we need to try and get that like around there. Yeah, that guy just put down a 42. That guy just did a 51. Damn, that guy put down a 40.03. Okachan again. 41.64. Interesting. See, usually this track, we would be drifting it this way around, but Time Attack is the opposite. Very cool track. Now, I've never gripped this track before, so it's going to be interesting to do a couple laps just to feel it out and go from there. But I think I'll be okay. this video because we have a very important announcement. Once again this year, we're gonna be competing in Formula Drift Japan and we need your help, which is why we always love to have a space inside the number 11 on the roof for those of you that wanna privately support our Formula Drift Japan program. And if you wanna do that again this year, head to SAMMIT.net. We have just opened up the tiers, but as you can see, there is limited space within the number. So make sure you go there and pick what tier, what level of support you would like to do, and don't miss out on getting your name on the Formula Drift Japan car for this year, 2026. Your support is always greatly appreciated, but there's also something kind of crazy special that's just launched as well. Oh, what's this? Hang on. Is this our second ever official collab with HKS, now available on SAMMIT.net with the OG Skyline? No freaking way. This is probably our best design, and we also made the logos a little smaller on the front for a little bit more of that stealthy feel. But check it out, the OG Skyline ripping down the Tomei Expressway, and it's all about the high power exhaust. Probably one of the best sounding exhausts I have ever owned, not only on the Skyline, but on the Supra. It sounds incredible. You guys know those cars. But yeah, go check it out. These are limited. They're not gonna be around for long. I'm gonna assume they're gonna sell out very quickly. Shirts and hoodies because it is winter. So definitely don't sleep on that. SAMMIT.net. Also, once again, just to remind you, limited space available too for getting your name on the FD car. Just go to SAMMIT.net and don't miss out. We're now in the car doing a passenger run, and Okachan's gonna show me the layout. Now that we have an understanding of the layout, it's time for me to jump in the driver's seat and give it a raw hot go. Let's just get a feel for it first. Oh, wow. The braking's good in this. Oh yeah, we're gonna go wide there. It's gonna be tough dealing with my legs in the way. Make it work though. All right, let's go. Look up. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Come on, baby. God! Again. I'm in a little shallow here. Okay. I need to adjust the steering, so I'm gonna pull in and I'm gonna see if I can get the seating position a little better because I just keep hitting my hands on my legs. So in just those few laps, we got a 43 on the board. Now, by no means am I good. I definitely am very messy. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just trying to figure it out as we go along. So if any of you have any advice, please put it down in the comment section. Okachan's going back out now with a tire pressure change, and he's gonna kind of set the base. And then what we're gonna do is take the cushions out of the seat and stuff so I have a bit more space between the steering wheel. But that's gonna be another thing, is like I have to feel comfortable behind the wheel. And then I'm gonna really just start trying to hyper focus on the line that I need to run. And we'll see if we can get that faster. But I like our baseline of 43, and if we can get lower than that, that's gonna be awesome. We got the cushions removed. Let's see how it goes now. All right, let's see how we can go now. Little far, let's get a bit closer. That should be okay, I should work with this. Let's go! This might be it! I'm feeling good! Come on! Oh my God, I got a 43.29! How? How is it so hard to get faster?
A few moments later.
Oh my gosh. It's so hard to get faster. Oh, it's all technique. All technique. This is actually so much fun. So if I'm gonna get a 42 today, I've got to work really hard for it and figure it out. I'm definitely like early braking like crazy, but I also just need to learn how to control the car and like know what line to take. This is hard. This is not easy. Oh.
全然遅いよお前。
そうだね。
ちょっともうチェンジ、タイヤチェンジ、タイヤチェンジ。だから中入って。
はい。So I think we're done with testing the A052s, and I've got to say I'm really impressed with these. I put a lot of heat into them. You guys saw I hot lapped the crap out of them, and I didn't really feel them stepping away from me. Usually when a tire gets really, really hot in just a couple laps, like even with drifting, right, you'll feel the front starting to step away. Now, obviously, I haven't done grip racing much, so take what I say with a grain of salt, but I am really impressed with how well these kept me on path, on the track. Now, we're gonna be switching to the AD09s, which is what I usually use on my FD car. And these are not known for being, you know, the craziest grip tires when it comes to grip racing. They're more of like a drift kind of good tire. So it's gonna be interesting to see how these handle. They're a 200 tread wear tire, right? It's more of like something you can drive in the street and enjoy, as well as go to the track and still perform. You can still get good time with them. You've just gotta be a better driver. So I'm interested to see what time I can get when we switch these on. Now they are used, but we'll obviously be putting them through a few paces to get a heat cycle into them. But it'll be a good comparison because I'm a complete beginner. I put down a 43.29 was my fastest. Okachan got a 40.6, which is crazy fast. So it'll be interesting to see what the difference is and what we can both get with these other tires, which are more so focused, you know, for like street fun.
A few moments later.
Finished doing the tire changing for Okachan. We've got the AD09s on here now. and I'm pretty excited to see how these things are gonna do. They're the tire that I'm probably most comfortable with. I love these things. I put them on pretty much all my street cars. They're even on the Supra. We drove to Korea and back. If you haven't seen that video, I highly recommend it. Go check out where we drove my Mark IV Supra from Tokyo all the way to the North Korean border. Super cool video. But anyways, I've been really enjoying driving this for the few laps that I've done. This is actually the first time I think I've driven an 8.6, especially one that's got a turbo on there. And HKS is actually here as well. And they've been telling me a bit about the turbo kit. They say that 0.6 bar is kind of the max. They don't recommend going above it because of how bad the rods are in these things, the 2 liters. So it'd be really cool, I think, if we ever had an opportunity to build one of these, is to maybe do something with some stronger rods and make this thing make 400. Because it's making about 280 right now, and I can imagine this thing at 400 would be so much fun. But all of that aside, let me know in the comment section now, what do you think I'm gonna put down, knowing that with the good tires, I got a 43.29. Do you think I'm gonna be able to get anywhere close to that with these tires? Put your guesses down in the description, but I'm thinking with these tires, maybe a 44. We'll see what the difference is. If we can get some good heat into them and I feel comfy, I don't know, maybe we'll do another 43, but obviously you gotta keep in mind that the AD09s are more of like, you know, like a drifting tire, a tire that you can grip run in, and they are a good tire for that, but they're more of like the kind of, I'm trying to think of the word, more of like a leisure kind of tire. I feel like the A052s are more like the serious professional tire. You wouldn't probably use them on the street. You would just bring them with you to the track, compete in them, and then maybe drive home on the street on them. They are shuck-in legal and stuff. It's just, you definitely want to make sure that you get your use out of them.
It's now time for Okachan to jump in and set the base time with the AD09 tires. I'm really curious to see what he's gonna get, considering the significant compound change.
Wow, he flies through there fast. 42.06, okay, I think the fastest we saw was a 41 something. So he's doing pretty good. So I'm assuming I'm gonna probably get like a 44 then. Maybe even worst case, a 45. I know this is going to be a long way in the future, but it would be so cool to be level with him, or even do a little bit better than him. I know he'd love to see that too, but we got a long way to go if we're gonna get better at him at grip racing, for sure. But I think that's a cool goal to set. So we're definitely gonna be doing more of this grip stuff. We're gonna be doing a lot more tire testing stuff too with Advan Yokohama. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. But I'm just excited for learning more about motorsports and cars, because those few laps, I could learn so much about how the car was handling and the balance and stuff, way more than what I ever would feel in drifting, which I thought was really cool. Just kind of learning more about these machines, I guess, is what I'm most excited about. Learning more about what I do and how I do it and why I do it. I'm really excited.
Time to get out there and see what time I can put down with these AD09s.
I'll just do a cool down lap, and then I'm gonna do an all-out lap, try my best. Dude, grip racing is so much fun. Why did I wait this long to actually start doing it? I need an 8.6. I think I need to get a GT86, guys. Oh, but I can't get any more cars. Oh my God, I can't. Ah. See, this is the problem that I fall into, guys. Now I want an 8.6 for grip racing. Let's go, baby. the frick? I got a faster time! Okay, cool down lap and we'll go again. Oh my gosh, if we can get a 42, that would be amazing. I just put a 42.81 down! Oh my god, I got a 42! What is happening? Whoa! Is it because I'm just more comfortable? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I've got to say, the results are very interesting. But I was talking to Okachan. Oh no, this is the wrong time to have the camera out. I was asking Okachan if there's a chance that my time's faster because I understand how this tire is going to react more with the feeling and stuff like that. But he thinks that I just got better in the car and I should be able to put an even better time if we switch back to these tires. Which we're not going to do today because we're out of time. But he really thinks it was just I got better in the car and that's what happened. But I'm genuinely curious whether or not that is the case. I don't know why, but I felt way more comfortable with those tires. Maybe because it was just the oversteery feeling of it that I felt like I was in more control. I don't know. I really don't know. I have no idea. I'll watch the in-car later. There's a chance I was driving way better. I don't know. But Okachan did say that it's 100% because I was driving better because he was watching me, so I'm gonna just believe that for now. But anyway, that aside, I really want an 8.6 now. Low power, like, driving like this is so much fun, honing in your skills, working stuff out, feeling the car, all that type of stuff. It's just so good. Before we go, I definitely want to walk around and show you some of the cars here because there is definitely some really sick things here. Look at this thing. Wow, very cool. This GC8's been out there all day slaying. Very cool. I wonder what color he's gonna paint his car in the end. いやー、岡本さんめっちゃ楽しかった。
っていうかお前はもう少しグリップを勉強しろ。
わかりました。He said I need to practice and train and study a little bit more into some grip racing.
グリップのラインを覚えると絶対ドリフトに役立つ。
He says if I learn the grip line and study that it's gonna level up my drifting.
ハイスピードのドリフトも怖くない。
そうですか。楽しみね、本当に。I'm very excited. ありがとう、今日本当に楽しかった。
はいよ。
And then I do just want to finish with the tires because the whole point of today is we were doing a tire test. And like I said, this is like the pro tire. If you want to get into time attack, if you want the best times, go for the 052. If you want to have a street car that's fun, you can have it for leisure, spirited, you can see that you can still put amazing times down with the AD09, but it still be a really good performing tire on the street for everyday use. So I really recommend them. The Yokohama Advan tires or Neova tires have always been incredible and I can't recommend them enough. Let's go take a look at some of the other cars that are here, but I need to get out of my suit first. I really do love seeing these Swifts out and about. And this thing is gutted with just a driver's seat, everything stripped out of it pretty much. Very cool. It's got the monopod bolted in the center there for a camera view. Very cool. These are such fun cars. I highly recommend if you get an opportunity to get a cheap one. The bumper delete like cut there is nice too. Okachan's pretty much getting ready to head off now. Everything's all packed up. Definitely a fun day. お疲れ様です。今日はありがとうございました。Dude, so cool. In all the other bays, believe it or not, are Hachirokas, 8.6s. This guy's been shaving his tires after every single time he goes out there. And then over here in this car park is a few more of the locals. Today's not really like an event per se. It's just a normal day. You can come as long as you have your Tsukuba license. It takes about, it's like a 3-hour course that you do to get your official license, and that means that you can pretty much rock up on a normal day. You can make a reservation and stuff like that, but you can pretty much just rock up and drive on non-event days. And that's what today is. So so many 8.6s, man. We definitely missed out on jumping on that wave. The NKs are nice on those. Very nice, GR86s everywhere. This guy's been shredding it. Carbon doors and everything on that. A few other cars over there. Looks like, is that a Celica? Okay, we gotta go walk over and look at that. But it also looks like there's an MR2 and more 8.6s. Oh, NA Roadster. That's cool. Oh my gosh. There's a car trailer here. This is the second one I have ever seen in Japan. These don't exist. It is so hard. Like, you could not drive this through Tokyo whatsoever. The only people that have these are people that live really far in the sticks, like in the middle of nowhere, and have big wide roads that have easy access to the highways, because you cannot drive these car trailers anywhere normal city stuff in Tokyo. So it's very rare to see car trailers in Japan. That is cool. I know that's like a normal thing you see in the States, but that's very cool. And it's a James trailer, I think, so it's got to be an imported one. Yeah, Brian James. Interesting. Now that we're closer, that's an RX-7 FC. From a distance, it kind of looked like an MR2. GR86, and then the thing that I thought looked a little bit like a Celica is actually an RX-7 FD. So I apologize to the Mazda community. My bad. But what's really cool is he's running AD09s. The Neovas that we ran on for the last section there. Very cool, dude. This car is very stock, completely unmolested. Very nice. That would be a very nice car to own. And then of course the NA Roadster and the Subaru. These cars are cool. They take so much boost stock, it's kind of wild. Good cars. When I was growing up, one of my dream cars that I always told my parents I wanted to own was essentially a GCA with a big wing. Or even the newer kind, like the blob-eye kind, like that, I guess. I think that's called blob-eye. But that was when I knew nothing about cars, and I then fell in love with Skylines pretty shortly after that, and my parents were even more concerned for my safety. But anyways, it was fun. I never even ended up getting a GC8 or a Super in the end, but I definitely want to play around with one in the future for sure. It'll happen, it's just a matter of time. This thing's cool. Carbon trunk, Voltex wing, carbon doors. Dude's gone all out. Dude, big AP racing brakes, Avan wheels. Very nice. Very nice car. That thing must be fun. It's fully caged too. Wow, impressive. I've definitely got to say, today was crazy fun, and we need to do more of this. More grip racing training for sure. And then, who knows? Maybe I'll even start doing some rally stuff. That would be very cool. Let me know in the comment section if you guys enjoyed today's video. Definitely very different to what we usually do. And let me know if you want to see me do more of this kind of motorsport stuff. I've really been wanting to explore out of drifting this year. I definitely want to look into doing some drag racing here when, you know, we can travel all the way to the only drag strip on the mainland that actually still functions. That's another whole video. But drag racing, grip racing, and maybe even some rally in there. I'd love to do all of that sometime this year. Let me know what you're excited to see, and I'll see you all in the next one. Oh yes, and you guys will also be able to say, Samir, you're breaking the car. All right guys, like, comment, share, subscribe, you know all that jazz. I'm gonna head home. It's only 12 o'clock, so it's time to get to work after playing with cars this morning. Thanks guys, peace, ciao mata.